Hello and welcome back, guys. I hope you're enjoying my science videos. Today we're going to continue with Unit 4, Plant and Animal Structures, Lesson 4, How do plants and animals respond to their environment? Now when we say respond, we should always keep in our mind that the word respond means how do these animals react to their environment? What do they do when their environments change with the seasons? Do they stay in the same place? Do they move to other places? Okay? So how do they react? How do they respond to their environment when their environments change with the seasons in order to stay alive? Okay, guys, let's continue. Today we're going to cover the lesson check, page 209, and we're going to cover the self-check, page 210 to 111. Lesson check plus self-check sections. Are you guys ready? Let's open our books to page 209. Now, guys, you already have solved these pages prior to watching this video, okay, or previously before watching this video. And all what you guys are doing now is listening to the video and making sure that you guys are solving correctly in your books, okay, and listening to the explanation to understand more and more. So on page 209, lesson check, let's read together. Can you explain it? Why are the trees growing in unusual ways? Be sure to tell what plants need to grow and live. Tell how these trees are growing to get the things they need in their environment. So, let's read it one more time, then we'll continue. Can you explain it? Why are the trees growing in unusual ways? Be sure to tell what plants need to grow and live. Tell how these trees are growing to get the things they need in their environment. Are you guys ready? Let's listen up carefully. So if you take a minute to observe these three pictures carefully, we check that these trees are growing in unusual ways. Now, why are these trees growing in unusual ways? Take a minute to think. Correct. To get what they need to live and grow, right? So, what's happening is in the first picture, this tree is going towards the sea to get the sunlight that it needs to live and grow. In the second picture, this tree is bending towards the river because the roots are growing towards the river to get the water that it needs to live and grow, okay? The third picture, also the roots are growing in an unusual way. Why? To get the water that it needs because it's living in a dry place, so the roots grow really long and under the soil into far distances to collect the water from far away places or from other places, so it would live and grow. Clear so far? So what do plants need to grow and live? Excellent, they need sunlight, water, and air. Now, how are these trees growing to get the things they need? They are growing in unusual ways to get the what? Water, sunlight, and air that they need to live and grow. Correct. Now, we open to page 209. We're still on page 209. On the lines, we copy neatly and properly. Guys, you may stop the video and copy it properly, okay, in your books. Don't worry, if you're unable to watch the video, I'm going to provide you with an answer key later on, okay? Let's read. So a tree needs sunlight, air, and water to grow. These trees are growing in unusual ways to get the things they need in their environment, okay? So this tree, they told us that the trees need sunlight, air, and water to grow. Now, these trees that we saw in the previous picture, okay, are growing in unusual ways. Why? To get the things that they need in their environment. Otherwise, they will die. So, if the first tree doesn't grow towards the sea, it won't get the sunlight it needs to live and grow, and then it will die. Okay? So, let me read it one more time. A tree needs sunlight, air, and water to grow. These trees are growing in unusual ways to get the things they need in their environment. So, remember guys, you may stop the video and copy these lines neatly and properly on page 209 on the lines, okay? And then, once you're done, you open to the next page. Now, if you're unable to watch the video, no problem. I'm going to provide you with an answer key later on, okay? And you may check it. So we open to page 210, self-check. Why do some plants grow on trees? A, to get water. B, to take in air. C, to get sunlight. Let's read it one more time. Why do some plants grow on trees? A, to get water. B, to take in air. C, to get sunlight. Why do some plants grow on the trees? Why do they grow on the trees? A, to get water. B, to take in air. C, to get sunlight. Think. It is excellent. C, to get sunlight, like the plant that lives in the rainforest. In order to adapt with its environment, it grows on the tree to get the sunlight that it needs. Otherwise, it will die. Now, when we said with number 1, it is C, to get sunlight. Of course, the plant won't grow on the tree to get water because it could get it from its roots, okay? And it won't take in air because it could get it outside. No need to grow on the tree to get the air. But if it's living in the rainforest like this plant, it cannot get the sunlight if it lives on the floor or the ground of the rainforest, because it is a place that has really tall trees that won't allow the light or enough sunlight to reach the ground. That's why this tree or this plant will grow on the tree to get the sunlight that it needs to live and grow in a rainforest. Otherwise, it will die. Let's continue. What about number 2? What do trees get in the spring that cause them to grow new leaves? So what do the trees get in the spring to get something that helps them grow new leaves? What do they get? What do they get? Let's check. A, water and wind. B, water and sunlight. C, water and snow. So what do trees get in the spring that causes them to grow new leaves? A, water and wind. B, water and sunlight. C, water and snow. Think, guys. What does the plant need to grow new leaves? Is it A, water and wind? B, water and sunlight. C, water and snow. Well, of course it is B, correct, water and sunlight, because the plant does not need water and wind to grow. Of course, it does not need water and snow to grow, but it needs water and sunlight to cook food for the plant so it could grow new leaves and, help the plant to grow more and more, because we know that the leaves cook food for the whole plant. So if it does not get water and sunlight, it cannot grow new leaves and it won't be able to cook food or to cook food for the rest of the plant. Clear? Number 3. How do animals use their eyes, ears, and nose to notice the things in their environment? Choose all correct answers. Remember, when we say notice, it means to observe the things around them to check if there is any kind of danger coming from far away, okay? So how do animals use their eyes, ears, and nose to notice the things in their environment? Choose all correct answers, which means we have more than one answer. Is it A, to sense danger, B, to find food, C, to eat food? I'm gonna read that one more time. Follow up. How do animals use their eyes, ears, and nose to notice the things in their environment? Choose all correct answers. When they say choose all correct answers, it means we have more than one. And when they say notice, it means we have to use these senses, the eyes, ears, and nose, to notice. It means to observe the things around us. A, to sense danger. B, to find food. C, to eat food. What do you guys think? Correct! It is A, to sense the danger, and of course it is B, to find the food. They use their eyes, ears, and nose to find the food, but of course it's not C. They don't use eyes, ears, and nose to eat the food, okay? So they use their eyes, ears, and nose to sense the danger, to check if there is any danger coming from far away to protect themselves, and to find their food. But of course not to eat the food. Clear? Can you eat the food with your eyes? Of course not. Let's move on. On page 211, number 4. Hector thinks a plant will grow toward light. Which test should he do to prove that a plant grows toward light? A. He should grow a plant in a box with no light. B. He should grow a plant in a box that lets some light in. C. He should grow a plant in a box with no water. So, Hector thinks that a plant will grow towards the light. He wants to make a test to prove that the plant grows towards the light. Let's reread the question to check which one works. Hector thinks that a plant will grow toward light. Which test should he do to prove that a plant grows toward light? A. He should grow a plant in a box with no light. B. He should grow a plant in a box that lets some light in. C. He should grow a plant in a box with no water. Remember, guys, what did you do to check if a plant grows towards light? He should grow a plant in a box with no light? Of course not. How will he know if the plant will grow towards the light? It doesn't work. B. He should grow a plant in a box that lets some light in. Of course, he should grow it in a box that lets some light in to check if the plant will grow towards the light, okay? C. He should grow a plant in a box with no water. Are we testing to check if the plant needs water? Or are we testing to check if the plant will grow toward the light? So we're checking to see if the plant will grow towards the light. That's why we should plant it in a box that lets some light in to check how it will grow. Clear? Number 5. Draw a line to match each animal to how it gets ready for winter. We have grouse stickfoot, digs a home under the ground. We have a groundhog and a red fox. How does the red fox get ready for the winter? Excellent! It grows thick food. What about the groundhog? It eats a lot of food and then digs a home under the ground to sleep all winter long. Correct. That's all. Thank you.